everybody, Mike Guglielmi, Sons of a Pitch, Soccer Central in the house. We're finally live on YouTube and live on Colorcast. I apologize, guys. I literally walked in the door at 9:03. It's that lovely second Monday of the month where I have my township elected official duties, and it's just a nightmare, guys. It's a nightmare. So I'm here. Doesn't matter. Today we're talking about, on this episode, we're going to talk about the MLS recap for the games last week. Only 4 of those bad boys, and then we're going to talk about the lovely Concacaf World Cup qualifiers, match day 4, match day 5 as well. Lots to talk about there. All right, we got lots of people jumping in already. Rocky does it all. Chicago plays. DSO, badass kombucha, and DSO. He's late to his own show. LOL. Well, you know why, DSO. I was messaging you there on Twitter there during that one. But Ben Lowry in the house as well. Connor McCabe, Bernardo Lambrata. We are ready to rock and roll here. Let's get right into the content, guys. Let's start out with MLS. We're going to talk a little bit about MLS. It's going to be a short episode. I'm just going to preface it with that because I have been going like a madman since 6:30 this morning. So I'm ready to go to bed, guys. Here is the Red Bulls of New York and Inter Miami. I got to share my screen now. God, I got nothing set up here, guys, because I walked in so late, and there you go. DSO says, yeah, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Nothing bad's going to happen, man. She can try everything she wants. It ain't going to happen because I got the truth on my side. That's how we roll. Joel Hampton in the house as well. What's up, Joel? And let's share my screen so we can get the action up there for you guys on this screen here so that you don't have to look at my big face here for this one. Hey, we got Tio Luis on Facebook. What's up, Tio? There you go. Tio in the house on Facebook tonight because the regular episodes are still going through Facebook. As an update for everybody on the show, starting in December, we will no longer be doing the regular episodes on Facebook and Twitter. It will strictly be through YouTube as well as Colorcast. So at that point, our subscription with StreamYard is out. So we'll be strictly going through YouTube and Colorcast, which if you guys haven't downloaded the Colorcast app yet, get on it, guys. Click that link that's in the description and download the Colorcast app. It's absolutely amazing. You guys are going to love it. I've pitched it a lot on here. Not available on Android yet, but when it does become available on Android, it's going to be absolutely awesome. All right, so New York Red Bulls, a 1-0 victory over Miami. And Klimala, the goal scorer for the Red Bulls there. The Red Bulls beating Miami. God, Miami's a tire fire, man. This team is so bad. They got the talent. They made the big name signings. Why is this team so horrible? Just don't get it. I just don't understand why this team is so bad. It's crazy to me. I mean, it is absolutely crazy to me. The amount of money they spent. They have 5 DPs at one point, and they still can't win. They cannot win games. They're losing to the Red Bulls at Red Bull Arena. This team is in a playoff push, and they can't seem to get anything done. Absolutely crazy. Ben Lowry says, how is FC Edmonton doing? ? I have no idea how FC Edmonton is doing right now, Ben. I have not been following too much with the CPL, trying to integrate that into the show more going forward. But, yeah, we're getting there, man. We're working on it. We got the League MX stuff we're doing. We're all doing the MLS and the CONCACAF stuff, and we're starting to work in some CPL stuff there. Brother BKL says Miami doesn't have anything and spends too much to budget. Man, you got it. This team is a mess. I mean, I want to take a look at the lineup for Inter Miami in this matchup. This is a big-time playoff game, okay? Big-time implications for the playoffs, and they can't seem to pull it off. I mean, look at this. Up top, they've got Higuain and Robinson. Gonzalo Higuain, I don't know. You know, he played for Juventus. He's played the guy's a damn good striker. Can't seem to score for Inter Miami. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Robbie Robinson, great young talent, high draft pick. Rodolfo Pizarro, Lewis Morgan from Celtic, Blaise Matuidi, former World Cup winner, Breck Shea, the legend, the GOAT, Breck Shea, right? What? I mean, how is this team so bad? Kelvin Leardom, Mabika, and Gonzalez, LGP at the back. That man is a shell of himself. My God, he played for Atlanta and was a hell of a center back, went to Cholos down in Liga MX, and now he's horrible. Marsman, the goalkeeper. This team has talent, but they can't seem to pull it together. Miami, a joke. They're not getting into the playoffs. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And there you go. Bernardo says, what are your teams to go to the playoffs for MLS Cup? So I did my predictions in the beginning of the season. That's a great idea, Bernardo, for the next episode to do a segment on my predictions to make the playoffs from where we stand after next week's action. The Red Bulls get the victory. They just keep fighting, keep staying in the standings, right there in that Eastern Conference playoff race. But look at that. We got Bobby Ashour on. Yo-ho, Michael. Well, hi, Nana. How are you? All right. So we're going to move on from this mess of Inter Miami. And where's Inter Miami kid? Where's Inter Miami fan club kid over here? I need this kid to tell me what's going on with his team and why they maybe should be like even mentioned in MLS. This team's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Next game up, Cincinnati and Philadelphia. Yes, we won some money off this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This was good. I mean, we got Philadelphia, the 2-1 victory, a goal by Kasper Shabilko and Paxton Aronson. Yes, Brendan's little brother got a goal in this one against Cincinnati. Harris Medunjanin, the former Philadelphia Union, scores in the 82nd minute. By that time, it was too little, too late for them. And what odds? I mean, it was plus 130 or 150 for Philly is what I had them at. That's insane. Philadelphia is a much better team than Cincinnati. That can't pull it together. They just fired their coach. They're a mess. Yes, the atmosphere at TQL Stadium is good. I know that personally from being there, but it's not enough. The team is horrible. And there you go. Y'all made money off the game, and since you're out of playoff contention, that's what I mean. So as maybe a good time to pitch the All-Star memberships. Okay. So see that little join button down there. Check out those join options. As a $9.99 All-Star member, you're going to get access to my picks and predictions, my regular ones that I give out to everyone, as well as over-unders, as well as players to score in those matchups, BTTS, both teams to score, as well as 3-team parlay. Now, we've hit on, I believe, 3 or 4 parlays in the last 5 or 6 weeks. All right, big money there on those 3-team parlays. And then when there's matchups like this, I reach out to those All-Star members. A lot of them, we communicate one-on-one, and I'll reach out to them via text, DM, all that kind of stuff. Hey, guys, I see this matchup here at these odds on BetUS. You probably want to check this out. I'm going in on this. And, we do it, man. You guys check out that join option for $9.99 a month. If you do any sports betting, you better have clicked that BetUS link and joined as an All-Star so that you can make some money with us. Philadelphia, easy victory at TQL Stadium. 2-1 victory over Cincinnati, and Philadelphia stays right there in that area of being in the playoff picture. All right, so we got Allison in the house. Love it. DSO there. Y'all made money off the easiest game. You got it, man. You got it. DSO, at least they got the Bengals doing well. Go. At least there's something good to look for the Cincinnati fans, and we'll move forward. Seattle and Vancouver. This one, Seattle blows out Vancouver at Lumen Field 4-1. Brian West, the goal for Vancouver, as he's been doing every single week. That man's been scoring. I've been featuring him and my players to score. But man, Seattle with the beatdown. Just a few minutes in, they had already had a 2-0 lead, a 6-minute goal and a 14th. And then they just added a couple more for good measure. And Seattle shows they're the class of the Western Conference. There's no question about it. Seattle is that number 1 team in the Western Conference, no doubt. And then you've got everybody. Portland's kind of chilling up there. Same thing with Colorado. Same thing with SKC. But man, they are. There you go. Brother BKL says, yeah, Seattle is now clinched to the playoffs. They're clinched. Already done it. They're already in. For the 13th straight season, the Seattle Sounders are in the playoffs. That's insane. That is absolute. That record, I mean, my God, it's crazy. And there you go. Rocky says, I don't even bet. I just love Mike and his fam. We love you too, Rocky. We love you too, man. I love it. And there we go. A member right there. Rocky, love it. Thanks for being a member there, Rocky, as well as Allison. I mean, she has to be a member, right? And some of the members that are in the house as well. All right. So Seattle, big victory over Vancouver. Minnesota, Colorado. Colorado keeps pace with the of the Western Conference there as they get the victory 3-1 over a Minnesota team who's trying to be in the playoff picture here. I mean, this team is trying to get something and get in the playoffs. They really started out really bad, and then they got a little bit better. And there Bernardo says LA Galaxy needs more points now in the playoffs. They do. LA Galaxy is struggling right now, and they need to turn it around quickly if they want to get in that crowded Western Conference. All right. There's a couple chats over there on Colorcast, guys. Love it. Colorcast, very cool. And then at Mrs. SOP and hanging out on the YouTube stream as well as Colorcast, guys. Click that link in the description app.colorcast there, TZ16 or whatever it is. That is my link. So when you download it there, I actually get a for every download that goes through. So much appreciated that. We are blowing up on Colorcast. We're in the baseball challenge as well. They're doing a baseball challenge. I've been doing some baseball games on there. DSO's been hanging out with me. A couple other people as well, guys. Download the app and come hang out with me during some baseball games. And we're going to win that. We're going to win that money, and we're just going to put it right back into the show here and continue to grow the sport of soccer through conversation and through baseball, because baseball is going to help us grow soccer. That's how you hustle right there, ladies and gentlemen. But Colorado, 3-1 victory. Danny Wilson with the red card in the 57th minute. Bassett with a free penalty kick in the 73rd. Barrios in the 84th. And Lucas Esteves in the 93rd minute. Man, Hano, the goal scorer, Hanu. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name, but he does all right. And he's got a few goals here. And, man, Minnesota was up early, but Colorado says, you know what, we're not playing any games here. We're going to get up there. We're going to make sure we are in the top of the Western Conference so we can fight with those teams like Seattle, Portland, and Kansas City there. So there you go. HJU Rodriguez in the house. USA lost 1-0. Ha, ha, ha. Mexico first place. We're going to talk about that in probably about 5 to 10 minutes there, HJU. So we'll get to that in a little bit, but there you go. And the Chiefs lost 38-28, and then HJU says, I don't care. Nice comeback there, DSO. Nice comeback, man. And HJU, come on, man. You got to do better than that. I don't care. Come on. What is that? Come on, brother. All right. So let's move. These are the 4 games for MLS last week. This is all that was there. I'm just thinking probably about 30 minutes on this episode tonight. It's going to be a short one. We're going to talk about some Concacaf World Cup qualifying action here. And let's talk about those. Let's talk about the standings here first. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about where the MLS standings are. Not much has changed due to the fact that there's only 4 games. But again, New England, they've already clinched the top spot in the East. Nashville, Philly, Orlando, DC, New York, Montreal right now. But Atlanta, 39 points right there behind Montreal, New York City, and DC. Brother B, what's going on with the Citizens, man? DSO, what's going on with these guys, man? They're 1 point out of not being in a playoff spot. They got to be careful. They got to be careful here. Says, come on, New York, we can still get third. Yeah, you can still get third, but if you guys don't start pulling it together quickly, you miss the damn playoffs. And if New York City misses the playoffs, I will be in complete and utter shock, because the team is much better than that. Much better than that. Red Bulls right there at 37. They're still in it. Just barely hanging on. They're down by 6 points out of the playoff spots there. And they're I mean, still they do have a chance, but it doesn't look good for Columbus. And there you go. DSO says pro refs happen. That is very true. And HJU says pro refs suck. Yes, they do. God, pro referee, the United States refereeing system, man, they got to start getting some better people here, man. These guys are horrible. They are just absolutely terrible referees. And they have been for so long. The growth of the game here in the United States has been much better. I don't understand why this team has not gotten better referees, has not gotten better training systems. They're working with Howard Webb, one of the best referees ever in the history of soccer in the world. And they're still not being good. They're still not improving. They're still a joke. They still make horrible calls. I get it. Everybody's human. Refs are going to make bad calls here and there. And that's why they've instituted VAR. And sometimes VAR screws up. Let's be honest. But damn, these refs got to get better. So I feel you there, DSO, but man, it's, New York City's got to wake up. They got to wake up. Then there's Miami at 32 points, Chicago 27, Toronto 25, and Cincinnati's already been eliminated there at 20 points. Looks like Cincinnati's going to get that wooden spoon, and I'm a little disappointed about that. I did want TFC to get that wooden spoon because I want Ali Curtis out for TFC, but TFC decided they're going to start winning games now. And now all of a sudden they create a good matchup against Atlanta coming up next week. But I like Atlanta to go to BMO and get the victory over TFC. I'll be putting my picks and predictions episode out tomorrow on YouTube. So make sure you guys look out for that one. We did have the Concacaf picks drop today, as well as my All-Star exclusive video was dropped as well for Strictly All-Star members. DSO says, no, David Gantar is by far the worst. I completely agree with you, DSO. I have personally been at 3 games that David Gantar has reffed, and that man is despicable. He is the worst referee in CONCACAF, hands down. I don't care what anybody tells me, followed by a very close second of Baldomero Toledo. Toledo, oh my God, that man is horrible, horrible, horrible. And so, yeah, anyways, there you go. DSO says NYC has no excuse not to win their last 3 home games since all of them are Yankee Stadium. Very true. Nice for NYCFC to be back at home. All right, HJU says, bro, Canada should have won against Jamaica. You know, it was hard. I had the USA game on the mainstream, and I had the Canada-Jamaica game over here on this screen. And from what I was watching in both games, it looked like Jamaica wasn't quite there. It did look like Canada should have gotten the victory there, but they didn't. They didn't. It still was a draw, and it wasn't super convincing for Canada. It was pretty convincing, but not super convincing. But yeah, Canada should have won. Really would have put a good spot there for the Concacaf qualifier setup. But again, for Canada, we'll talk about it in a minute. But they're in a good spot. They're in a good spot. So there you go. When the refs leave the stadium with a dozen security guards, you know it's bad. Truth, Rocky. And Rocky would know this since he is always live on Instagram at Talk and the Woods on Instagram. If y'all want to see the players walk out and the refs walk out of Providence Park, they're in Portland. Go follow at Talk in the Woods on Instagram. He'll show you. He'll show you the players coming out. He's talking with some of the guys, does some interviews and all that. Go check out his content for Portland. T.O. Luis over on Facebook says, Raiders fired head coach. I just saw that come through my phone. I saw a few messages earlier there in the chat. I haven't even read it yet, but I love John Gruden, man. I love John Gruden. He led my Bucks to the Super Bowl back in 2002. Love that man as a football coach. But again, I have no idea what exactly went down with that. I haven't read up on it, on why exactly he was fired yet. So we'll leave those judgments to y'all for that right now. There you go. There's Rocky. Put it out there at Talk in the Woods. There you go, sir. That's how you plug yourself on the channel. I was looking for it. I don't even have to tell you anymore. You just know me so well, Rocky, that when I start talking about you, you know to put it in the put it up. I love it, man. I love it. All right. Now, let's move to the Western Conference, shall we? Seattle Sounders, 57 points, clinched a playoff spot here. Now, you got SKC, Colorado, and Portland. SKC at 52 points, Colorado at 50. Portland Timbers down 46. But I think the games are pretty much set for teams in the Western Conference. RSL, 39 points. LA Galaxy, 39 points. Minnesota, 38. Vancouver, 37. LA, 34. San Jose, 33. So there's 6 teams there that could go switching, could go switch places as the last few weeks of seasons go. So, Bernardo, you're spot on, brother, with the LA Galaxy, man. They've got to wake up, man. They've got to wake up. And they've got to start getting results. Greg Penny better turn that around and turn it around quickly. HJU says, let's go RSL. Love it, man. Love it. Let's go RSL. Let's see if they can get a playoff picture there. They got a tough game coming up against Colorado this week ahead, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. And their DSO is an NYCFC fan. I for the first time, have no expectations for us in the playoffs. I need to make it and lose in the first round. You guys always do, DSO. That's what NYCFC does. That's just what they do. So at least you've realized that and you're okay with it, right? So, all right. Now, let's talk a little bit about the qualifiers, shall we? The Concacaf qualifiers. Before we do that, we're going to take a short sponsor break. I have not received a update from John for the podcast yet, but Chicago Fire didn't play. We may not have one. So take a quick sponsor here on the podcast side, and then we'll be back to discuss our week as well as the CAF Cup qualifiers. I'll give you this Bet US graphic for now. All right, guys. So let's talk about the World Cup qualifiers. But before we do it, let's talk about the ahead. So there was some tension and which game that we should do live for live stream reactions this week on Wednesday. And we had the Canada fans all Canada with US fans saying, I got to do the USA game. They're at the same time slot. They're about a half an hour. And I can't do that roundtable again until I get a producer over to be updating scores and updating numbers all over the scoreboard. 4 different games going on. That was a nightmare. So it worked out well for the channel. We did get some good views. We did get some good revenue. Big time super chat during that as well. Much love to everybody who sent those super chats over, guys. Much appreciated. You support this channel, and I am so thankful for that. But we made a decision, and this strictly goes to Mr. Richard Scott of Canada with that media detail and giving me that media exemption with Canada Soccer. My heart goes out, and I love these Canada games. It's Canada against Panama. It should make Ryan T happy. Jay Jardim, I believe, will be in the house repping SP at that one. So can't wait for that game. Going to be fun. We should have an SOP member in the house during the game. We'll be live for Canada and Panama in the first game. Then in the second game, we will have El Salvador against Mexico. We'll be doing that one live as well. Then on Saturday, our MLS game of the week, LA Galaxy against the Portland Timbers. This is a huge game for the Galaxy, a huge game in the MLF playoff scope. So excited for that one. Now, for my other channel, Toronto Sports Insider, just so you guys know, I will be doing the Canada versus Panama game on Toronto Sports Insider as well. And then the game that we've all been waiting for from a Toronto Sports Insider standpoint, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. I'll be doing the game live as well on TSI only. Won't bring that over to the soccer channel. You know what I'm saying? But TSI will be in the house for the Maple Leafs and the Senators. Lots of action up this week, live action, and it's gonna be a fun week. And there you go. Should be a good rematch, Galaxy versus Portland. It should be right. It's gonna be a good matchup for sure. And there you go. What will be the next live stream in MLS? There you go, Bernardo. It's your Galaxy, man. And will you do the MLS Cup live stream? So, yes, I will be doing the live stream for MLS Cup final. However, I can't make any promises, y'all. My life is insane. You all know that. Who knows what happens in the future. But I plan on it. We did it last year. We had an amazing turnout during the MLS Cup final, and we weren't monetized yet. Now we're monetized, and we're going to be doing that for sure. All right. Now, there you go, HJ. You said Dolphins kill Bucks. We're going to integrate a little NFL here into this as well. Yes, my Bucks kicked the Dolphins' ass, and I am very, very happy about that. Didn't get a chance to watch it because, we don't get Bucks games up here in Chicago. Even though it was the game week on CBS, doesn't matter. They showed the Bears and the Raiders, so I didn't get a chance to watch that Bucks game there. But, oh, well, doesn't matter. All right. Looks like I froze up over here on this. I got to get rid of StreamYard, man. I'm sick of this. StreamYard crap. It's horrible. I've got a freaking gaming PC, OBS. I run in 1080p on OBS, no issues. And when I go on StreamYard, it's, 720, and it's a joke. All right. So move on to the World Cup qualifiers. First up, the first leg or the first match day of this window. United States beats Jamaica 2-0 in Q2 Stadium in Austin. And after this night, the USA fans were very happy. Not so much anymore. They're not so happy anymore, but we'll talk about that in a second. United States, 2 goals from Ricardo Pepi. Ricardo Pepi is a beast, an absolute beast. This kid is on big things come next season. I think he'll be gone next season. He'll be in Europe, no doubt about it. Ricardo Pepi gets the 2 goals. United States, they look good in the second half against a struggling Jamaica side, and they get the victory at home. All right. So there you go. DSO says, as we got football is taking over the chat over here. We're talking about the Chiefs defense and the Chiefs and Stephen A. Smith. Now, Gruden was fired today due to emails he wrote in 2011. The emails were homophobic and racist. All right. Out seeing them and seeing what exactly was in them. That's stupid. Horrible, actually. But I still love John Gruden as a coach. You won't take that away from me because that man led my Bucks to a Super Bowl back in 2002. And he was the piece that we needed. So there's that. But if that's the case, that's a shame. That's a shame. No room for that. There's never been room for that, and there's no room for it anymore either. So all right, USA with the 2-0 victory over Jamaica. Mexico and Canada, a 1-1 draw in the other game that we'll discuss from match day 4. Mexicans won, Canadians won. Sanchez with a goal in the 21st minute. Jonathan Osorio from TFC scored goal 42nd minute. That man loves to score at the Azteca. Period. Oso, the man. This guy is unbelievable. He played the best ever game for TFC that he's ever played in the MLS Cup final in 2017. He has played unbelievable against Club America in the Azteca, for Canada now against Mexico. Oso is a beast, and Canada should have won this game. No doubt. This was the best. It was. They beat Mexico in this matchup. Why is the stream terrible quality? It's the StreamYard, man. It's absolutely horrible. It's not horrible on my end, but for some reason, it's bad. So I'm going to switch that over here real quick. I'll be right back. All right, so now I am literally plugged into the computer. I don't know why the hell why this is happening, but it is. So hopefully the stream quality gets a little bit better now. But I'm done with StreamYard. So Tio, I know you're on Facebook, my man, but StreamYard, I'm done with it. I was going to wait until December when our contract was up, or your payment was up, but I'm with it. It's just been horrible ever since then. So I'm done. All right, let's go again. 1-1 draw. Now Canada getting at the Azteca is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. It's all about in Concacaf qualifying. You need to win your home game and you need to draw on the road. If you do that, you're qualifying for the World Cup. Well, Canada does that. Now they did tie at home to Honduras, but now, man, they're doing it. They've got the draw against Mexico. It's on the road. It's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. DSO says we've never had this problem in the past. I missed it with TSI when I do my TSI games. So you can SOP those in the TFC games, and I have them on TSI as well, and they're still crap. So I'm done with StreamYard, man. So, Brother BKL, it's all about Canada and Mexico. Fell asleep, but goalkeeper kick it. No idea what you're talking about there, Brother BKL. No idea. But 1-1 and Mexico. Honestly, Canada should have better. They shot the victory. Canada will take it. All right, let's talk about match day number 6. Or match day number 5 coming up. Well, it just happened. In Canada, 0 draw. This was a result of Canada not taking their chances, from what I could see. Jamaica, their backs are against the wall. They needed a win, and they Canada wanted to get more of this. They really did. And they couldn't get it done. So Canada, you're happy with the draw. I'm happy with the draw. Again, what I just said. Right? You get your draw on the road, you win at home, you're in good shape. Well, now they did another draw at Jamaica, but you want to take 3 points against the Jamaicans because they are struggling so bad. All right, let's talk about Mexico, and real quick before I touch on the United States men's national team and that shit show that they had last game. With a 3-0 victory over Honduras. They scored 1 in the 18th minute. Cordoba with the goal in the 18th minute for Mexico. They were in the lead, took it to halftime, 1-0. Just at the start of the second half, Mira Figueroa on play. So gets the red card. He's off, and Funes Mori and Lozano score in the 86th minute to take the 3-0 victory. Mexico back up top in the Cup qualification process. All right, Panama, United States. Y'all see the result on the screen. Oh, actually, you don't see the result on the screen. I haven't even had it up here. Panama and the United States, 1-0 victory for Panama. Anibal Godoy in the 54th minute. I'm sorry, that was not Anibal Godoy. That goal. That was not Anibal Godoy. Okay, that was Jossie Zardes. Jossie Zardes scored an own goal for the United States, and it went to that was the final 1-0. They gave Godoy, he celebrates his, but it doesn't. It was an own goal. United States, this was a joke of a performance at Panama. Now, don't take anything away from Panama. They did well. They played very well. But, man, this is oh, guys, you're killing me here. Tio came over to YouTube. Thank you, brother. It's not any better because I have the stream going from StreamYard to YouTube. Next week, it's strictly on YouTube. And Rocky says, Mike sounds like he's broadcasting from the moon. Yeah, this is horrible. I am plugging to the internet right now, directly through Ethernet, and it's StreamYard saying your Wi-Fi connection is bad. Find a better streaming source, ladies and gentlemen, other than YouTube, because I'm not using, or other than StreamYard. I'm not using this anymore. But Panama and the United States, look at the lineups here. Okay, you've got the lineup for the United States. This was a horrible lineup that was put out by Greg Berhalter. This loss is 100% on Greg Berhalter. Now, y'all know I'm not a guy who's like, hey, get rid of Berhalter. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not part of the USMNT Twitter who's all about getting rid of Berhalter. But man, this team, the lineup, man, like, how in God's name do you leave Matthew Hoppe on the bench, DeAndre Yedlin on the bench, Brandon Aronson on the bench, Miles Robinson on the bench, Christian Roldan on the bench, Tyler Adams on the bench, Serginho Dest on the bench, Ricardo Pepi on the bench? Ricardo Pepi is in unbelievable form, scoring goals left and right for FC Dallas, scoring goals for the United States. If it was not for Ricardo Pepi, they probably wouldn't have won that damn game against Panama. How do you leave this man on the bench, Greg? How do you do that? I have no idea how you do that. The lineup he puts out there, Matt Turner in goal, no questions there. Shaq Moore, McKenzie, Zimmerman, Bello. That's a suspect back line right there. That's a very, very suspect back line. And they're anonymous over on Colorcast. Says lineup sucked, took a gamble and lost. You're absolutely took a gamble and lost. Trying to maybe rest guys for the next game on Wednesday. That's all I can see. That's all I can think of why he put such a bad lineup out there. But yeah, you can't do that on the road in Panama. I mean, Panama's look good in this window. They're the top. So I don't know. Look, I can't wrap my head around this lineup. I really can't. But it is what it is. Panama outplayed them. They bossed them. And the United States now has questions to answer. This is a 3-game set where the United States needed to take 7 or 9 points, a full 9 points out of this. Full 9 points was very, very well. Could have very well been done, but it wasn't. And it's official now. They can't even get 7. We went into this window saying, yeah, they're going to beat Jamaica. They did. They're going to beat Panama on the road because, look, it's the United States men's national team. We might be struggling. We might have injuries. We have some guys that can't come over because of these stupid COVID rules from the EPL. But come on now. You got to get a result in Panama, period. And Rocky says, I'm a Berhalter out guy. I just don't know who to replace him with. All right, so I get it. There's a lot of that. And who do you replace him with? Well, there are some other options out there. But right now, the man's won 2 trophies this summer, beat Mexico and 2 trophies. You're still sitting in 3rd place in the World Cup qualifying cycle. You got Costa Rica at home. I mean, I don't know here. I don't know how you fire a guy like that. That's put those type of results up. Now, they lose Costa Rica at home. Now the hot seat gets hotter. Then I think he's really in an issue with that next window coming up. If he doesn't have a good window in November, then you make the move. But right now, nah, you can't do that to this guy. They're still sitting in a qualifying position. This team has balled out for him in the past. They'll continue to do so. Yeah, he screwed up here. The only issue I have with him is that he's not owning up to it. Those post-match press conferences, he wasn't owning up to it. He's like, well, why don't you, instead of answering a question and being honest and say, hey, you know what? I screwed up. I screwed up with that lineup. He wants to challenge the reporters that give him a tough question. Where's your data? Where's your facts? Where's your analytics that back up this question? Shut the hell up. Why don't you just take ownership for the fact that you put a shitty lineup out there and it got beat by a hot Panama team in Panama? All right? Take ownership. Take accountability. That's one thing I try to teach my children. Accountability, because nobody's got it left anymore. It's a dying breed here in this country and around the world. Accountability, guys. You screw up, you own it. And that's something people don't have anymore. But anyways, I digress. Let's talk about the games coming up on Wednesday. United States against Costa Rica. This is a must-win match for the United States against Costa Rica. Yes, Costa Rica came back and beat El Salvador in the last game, but they got to beat Costa Rica at home. Incumbents, they've got to beat them. Need the 3 points. Canada, Panama. Canada in a must-win position at home as well. Panama is going to be fighting for that third and fourth spot in the octagonal, whatever you want to call it. So, to me, this is a game for Canada. That's another reason why I chose to do it, because this is more of a must-win for Canada than it is for the United States. And Canada, they've got to win their home games, and they've got to go against those teams like Jamaica, like Panama, like Honduras, which they didn't do, like Costa Rica. Those are the teams that they're going to be fighting with. Canada's not going to fight with Mexico and the United States for that 1-2 spot. It's not going to happen. Talent-wise, if you put them in a one-off, yes, Canada can beat either one of those teams. But over a span of 14 matches, it's USA, Mexico, number 1 and number 2, just based off talent levels. Then you've got Panama, Canada, and those teams that are fighting for that third, that automatic spot, and then the playoff spot. So that's a big game there for Canada. And there you go. DSO says, yeah, you're right, Mike. Hopefully in the future, people wake up and you take accountability. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what it's about. You screw up, just own it, man. I will take that all day long. Somebody says, they could do me real wrong. And if they come back and say, hey, you know what? I screwed up. That was my fault. I did this, and this is why it was my fault. Then, you know what? It's done. I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you. So there you go. So love it. We're having life lessons here on Sons of a Pitch, Soccer Central, an American soccer podcast here as we roll through these qualifiers. Now, the next game up, Honduras and Jamaica. Honduras and Jamaica. Can Jamaica get back on track with a victory on the road at Honduras? I don't think they can. I see Honduras getting this one, and I think it's going to be a good game, but we'll see. Big game there at 7. And then the game we'll be doing live as well, El Salvador and Mexico. This one's going to be fun because it's in El Salvador. That can make it interesting. So Brother BKL says, I don't know about Costa Rica and USA. He will, same thing, line up or not. Put my prediction as draw, including Canada, Panama, if is necessary for suspension. So, yeah, it might be a few suspensions there. I got to take a look at it. But as of right now, I've got Canada to beat Panama and the United States to beat Costa Rica. But I see why he went with the draws there, Brother BKL. I can see it. All right, we got another chat here in Colorcast. There you go. Germany at the moment is the only team qualified to the World Cup. That's cool. Usually it's an Asian team that gets in first. So that's interesting. Thanks for that stat there, Michael C. on Colorcast. Much appreciated, man. So El Salvador, Mexico could be a good game there at the Cuscatlan. And I want to see an upset here. Just as a U.S. fan, as a Canada fan, I want to see an upset, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, all right, here we go. DSO says, at the same time, it's just the start of qualifying at this point. As a USMNT guy, I just want to see the U.S. get to the World Cup. We already missed the last one. I don't care how we get in, just focus on getting there. I agree, DSO, but with the amount of talent that we've got, we got to get there. We got to get there in a good style and then be able to compete in that World Cup. Just remember 5-10 years ago, the talk wasn't about getting to World Cups. The talk was, how are we going to be able to win a World Cup? Well, we got set. We got set back by that loss in Trinidad and not getting in. We did get set back, but this team has a lot of talent. They should be talking about winning World Cups, not just getting there. All right, so here's a look at the standings, guys. Mexico in the lead at 11 points, a full win ahead of the United States. 11-8, USA with 8, Panama with 8 as well after that victory over the United States. Then Canada with 7, Costa Rica with 6, El Salvador with 5, Honduras with 3, and Jamaica with 2. So as of right now, it looks like Mexico is going to roll into a World Cup spot. I think the United States still will do so. It's between Canada, Panama, Costa Rica, and maybe even El Salvador and Honduras It's going to be a fight between all of those teams to get that third spot and that fourth playoff spot as well. All right. So with that being said, we're 40 minutes in, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit that follow button if you're on Colorcast. And you know what? We'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday for those World Cup qualifiers. Again, make sure you're with me tomorrow. I'm going to drop my picks and predictions as action. And then on Wednesday, we're live for Canada and Panama in the World Cup qualifiers, followed by El Salvador and Mexico. And then on Saturday, MLS is back, LA Galaxy and the Portland Timbers live on YouTube. And then for my TSI fans, guys, Thursday night, Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators. I'll be doing that hockey game live. And you know what? It's going to be fun. I wanted to do the opener for the Leafs on TSI, but it's on Wednesday night, and there's World Cup qualifiers on. Sorry, guys. We'll watch the Leafs. That's game 1 of 82 for the Leafs. We'll just do game 2. Bigger games for the World Cup qualifiers. So we'll be live for those. Again, don't forget to download the Colorcast app. If you are on YouTube, download that Colorcast app right now and look out. Follow me so you get a notification when I go live for the baseball matchups. And we're doing that Grand Slam Challenge. We're in first place as it stands right now. That may change after today because I only did one game earlier today. But make sure you download that link with the link that's in the description, or you can scan this QR code that's on the screen right now. Download that app. It's awesome, guys. Lots of fun. All right, big shout out to Colorcast, as well as every single one of you guys supporting this channel and helping me grow. I am done, ladies and gentlemen. I've been going hard since 6:30 this morning. I'm done. It's over. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a great night. See you Wednesday night, everybody. Good night.